What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are talking about Nitro Blue, another one of the Dumont fragrances in the Nitro line. That these are good. I gotta say, they're not clones. Kind of in the realm of inspired by. They definitely remind me of other things. So far, all four. This is the fourth one I've tried now. They all give me elements of different fragrances, but still their own thing. So I'm quite into this Nitro line. I totally get the hype that a lot of you watching right now have totally foot behind it. So we are going to dive into my thoughts on Nitro Blue. This was sent to me by Perfume Box. Obviously, that has nothing to do with what I'm going to think about the fragrance, but I do appreciate Perfume Box for sending this my way. So let's dive into this. Stay tuned. So quick look at the presentation. Similar to all the other Nitro fragrances, has the tassel hanging. Nitro, 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 Nitro. 4 hits quickly to let you know it's a Nitro fragrance. Information on the bottom. Now, this cap holds pretty well into place, but it's the loosest of the 4, but still holds really well, I gotta say. Mostly metal, a little bit of plastic fill, and then loses prime every single time I go back to it. Literally happened yesterday when I wore it. I had to do 2 prime sprays to get it spraying. So I doubt that's across the whole line because the other 3 Nitro bottles I have don't have this issue, but apparently there's something causing it to lose prime. So there's a little bit of issue with this atomizer, but still sprays fine. It just loses that seal to lose the prime of the spray, but I smell it out in the air. Speaking of, let's talk about this scent. So I'll have the notes on screen for you guys, and let me keep it simple. It smells like this, mixed with this, and a hefty dose of Tolu Balsam. It's got this balmy, creamy note. I get elements of both of these. In the dry down, I get where people are coming from with this. It does have some Pegasus in its dry down. Earlier on, I get a tie-in to Wanted by Night. I very much get some like spicy, slightly sweet, like very similar type of smell to this, but not exactly. Same here. Like, I don't think it's as cut and dry as, oh, it smells like Pegasus. I had a comment like that this morning. No, it doesn't. In the dry down, yes, it resembles it. Higher percentage of smelling like this in the dry down than percentage of this at all. But also like its own thing. Like there's a little gourmand facet to this. There is, like I said, this Tolu Balsam gives it this balmy, creamy element that really differentiates it a lot from those fragrances. A little metallic, like I said, sweet, spicy, all these different things going on. Biggest issue for me, though, is it's called blue. It's in a blue bottle. It is not a blue fragrance. So, a little misleading. My expectations, because I had not looked at the notes prior to smelling it, my expectations versus what was delivered were totally different. I was expecting blue, maybe aquatic, maybe a dense blue with some tonka, something like that. Not what I expected. Not disappointed, just not what I expected, because it does smell really good. If you like sweeter fragrances, you'll probably enjoy this. Again, reminds me of elements of both of these fragrances while still maintaining being its own thing, and that I can appreciate. It's almost like a hybrid with some additional notes and nuance to create actually something quite original. Because again, there's elements here of other fragrances, and I'm sure other people get other fragrances besides those 2 in this. That happens with every fragrance. But to make it cut and dry, it does smell really good. You gotta like creamy sweet with a little bit of, it's like a delicious creamy sweet, kind of gourmand, with touches of spice, woods, and that's really what it comes down to. There's a lot of notes here, but it's that simple if you really want to just kind of summarize the fragrance. So if you like things like that, or that sounds appealing, you might like Nitro Blue. I do. Now in regards to performance, 4 for 4 with beastly performers. I gotta say, across the line, I expect the next 3, I think I have 3 more in this line. I don't have white. I know a lot of people keep asking me about white. I need to pick that one up. I still have the original, the brown one. I have the Intense to do. I want to say I have one more, or it might just be those 2. But, 8 to 10 hours, and that's me being modest. It's definitely on the stronger side of 10 hours. Even beyond that for some. I just happen to take showers by the time 10, 11 hours hit, so I don't really get to clock them beyond that most of the time. So, realistically, in my daily life when testing these fragrances, 8 to 10 hours. Yeah, strong stuff and longevity. Projection, Moderate to heavy, you dial the sprays up on this, you're choking yourself out, you're choking everyone else around you because it is strong. This will fill a room at above, 5, 6, 7 sprays. You start going higher than that, you're filling the room easily. This stuff's beastly, I gotta say. So moderate to heavy range for a solid 2 hours in projection. And sillage on the moderate side. Constant reminders that it's there, not light little whiffs, not crazy punch you in the nose strong whiffs, kind of falling in between, hence the reason it falls into moderate, which across the board makes this stuff a beast. Final thoughts on Nitro Blue from Dumont. I do enjoy this one quite a bit. Now, of the 4 that I've tried, if I was ranking them, red is my favorite. Then I would probably lean to green ever so slightly over platinum. And then this one. And the crazy thing is, it's the least favorite of mine of the 4 that I've tried so far, but it's still an 8 out of 10 great fragrance. Again, like I stated earlier in the video, I totally understand why this line gets hype. They're affordable, they're familiar while still maintaining their originality. Like, there's familiarity here. Like I mentioned some of the things I get from this one in particular. I've mentioned it in every single review. They perform great. They're not overly cheap and synthetic smelling. I mean, they're not high-level niche, but they're definitely not like, they don't smell like $30 fragrances. To me, they don't smell really cheap and overly synthetic. Obviously, they're not natural, but they don't smell too synthetic. So, I mean, it's going to be hard-pressed. It'd have to be a scent profile that just doesn't work for me to get a bad rating. And I mean, we have at least 2 more to go. 3 if I pick up white as well. So far, so good, They do a really good job. Hype justified. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Dumont's Nitro Blue. Once again, thank you, Perfume Box, for sending this my way. I do appreciate the opportunity to check this line out, as a lot of people have been asking me about it. So, perfect timing for me to work on some reviews and test these fragrances. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you tried this one? Is it your favorite from the line? Is it somewhere in the middle of the pack? Did it not work for you? Well, let me know down below. I'm curious. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Nitro Blue in the Dumont fragrance line, you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.